It's time to get loose. Yeah. Here we go. Come on. It's time to get loose. Jump up. It's time to get loose. Pump it up. Let's get loose. Raise your cup. It's time to get loose, man. If you're drunk up, let's get loose. Let's get loose if you're feeling alright. Let's get loose. The track's hype. Let's get loose. Hey yo, one step to the door, bouncers wanna see the ID. Looking at me hard, but I'm only here to party. Enter a totally different fantasy world. Throw the smoker looking for the shooting girl. Order me a polar bear and a sex on the beach. Hang low key, so the ball's at my reach. Might be double fisting between a master for next. I turn my head to the left and it's spot attack.
Yo, up in the party, quick to the bar. Double up a party, it's time to Mardi Gras. You know us, we looking raw and the ill threads. Represent my clique, clinking bottles with my true heads. They just spin the cuts, ladies bunch of butts. Next breaking up from the vibe like what? From the vibe like what? From the vibe like what? Jump up, it's time to get loose. Pump it up, let's get loose. Raise your cup, it's time to get loose, man. If you're drunk up, let's get loose. Let's get loose. Let's get loose if you're feeling alright. Let's get loose. The track's hype. Let's get loose. Let's get loose.
It's Operation VIP, surgical entry, bypass the lineup, smoke a dime up, drink till the time's up. Too many shorties can't make my mind up. Yo, who's getting lifted? Who's getting splifted? Who's getting twisted? Cause it's time to get high. Bionic, supersonic, pass the chronic, cause I wanna feel the buzz.
Hey yo, rush to the bar, last call, glass empty, we charge, B. Hit the after party with a bar of Bacardi. Get real naughty with a model type party. After the club, suns in the tub and baby backing it up. We fucked up, getting loose with drinking the club. Party don't stop, just getting started. Around the clock, show me what you got, girl.
Jump up, it's time to get loose. Pump it up,
let's get loose.
Raise your cup, it's time to get loose, man. If you're drunk up, let's get loose.
Let's get loose.
Let's get loose if you're feeling alright.
Let's get loose.
The track's hype. Let's get loose.
Let's get loose.
Yeah. Jump up, it's time to get loose. Pump it up,
let's get loose.
raise your cup, it's time to get loose, man. If you're drunk up, let's get loose.
Let's get loose.
Let's get loose if you're feeling alright.
Let's get loose.
The track's hype. Let's get loose.
Let's get loose.
Yeah. What up? It's Tech Natural, baby. Come get loose with us. We got Lil Lexton on the track getting loose with us. You know how it is. Holding it down. Yeah, come get loose. What?
What is up? What is up? And I fucking forgot to take off the goddamn banner. Jesus.
I like that. At the end of the day, it's bigger for the statement. I like that. That was good.
Thank you. Thank you. Much appreciated. That track is another one of my cousin's songs, so I figured I'd pop it in there. Sent me a few other ones, but glad you guys can make it. It's another episode of the Chaos List. We're going to go around the panel so you guys can talk about your channel. First up, Chris Knight. Tell the people about your channel, sir.
Yeah, Real Review 3000. We got gaming streams. We got gaming streams. The Unmasking the Masked Singer. The Rule of Threes tomorrow night, but that's over on Chaos Central. Got this week, I believe we're doing the weekly Rumble again. First time in a while. We'll get back to that. Gospel According to Chris is coming back. Just lots of different stuff. We do unboxings, just tons of stuff. And like I said, Chaos Central, please go check it out. Go to the YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/Chaos Central. We're working on getting the website back and up and running. That should be done before too long. And basically, we want you guys along for the ride. So make sure you go over there. You can follow us on Twitter too. It's at Central Chaos on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram also. So check that out, guys.
Absolutely. My
thank
homeboy
you.
Danny Graham. No problem, Chris. Next up is Danny Graham, and look how devoted he is. He is in his car, and he made sure that he was on the show. So much appreciated, Danny. Tell the people about your channel, sir.
Hey, how y'all doing? This is Danny Graham, AKA Comix Chat. 1/4 of the Chaos Central crew. I'm just trying to support the guys. Looking forward to a great show. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Deshka.
Yeah, man. Like I said, Basco Scenario, Basco's the name. Monday's Chaotic Conversation. That's where we started off the Chaos week. And then today, right here at 9 p.m. with the Chaos List. Then tomorrow, Rule of 3 at 9 p.m. on Chris's Rule of 3. And then 10 p.m. OOC with Bigger Ford Entertainment. And then at 12:30 a.m., the Game Changer, on which Anzo is going to be hosting this week, correct?
That is correct.
That's right. So you catch us there.
LDG.
You're muted.
Fix and unmute my mic. There we go. Lighting fix, guys. Had to do a small little production studio fix. What's going on, guys? LDG here, rebranding like crazy, guys. If you haven't noticed, I am currently now Geeks Enjoy. That's right. Follow me at Geeks Enjoy, and on the YouTube channel, Geeks Enjoy IT, previously known as LDG Pixels, and currently at Geeks Enjoy. We do everything here: computer fixer upper advice, help you with your tech needs, open watch parties, open panels, open topics. We tear it up, even play some video games, etc. Tearing it up with the new website coming out soon as well. Hope you guys enjoy that. Centralizing myself on a platform that I'm not afraid will actually not kick me off. Can't wait for tonight. I don't even know what the topics are. Let's do this.
I was going to say that I just seen your Twitter message, and I've told you many times, text my phone. You have my number.
I have your number. I know. It was last minute, though. I didn't even expect you to even... That was breaking news about me, about the WandaVision thing.
Got you. AJ, you're up.
What's going on, everybody? No, it's not.
It's not.
Yeah.
All it was is, before JJ goes, all it was is that they cut out Doctor Strange. But
yeah, I heard about that yesterday.
Yeah, but you were talking about
out of WandaVision
and Meatloaf and all that shit. So let's just
telling you, man.
And Iron Man being the
all my theories would be completely debunked if they wrote out Doctor Strange. That was it right there. None of my theories could have hold weight if they've written out Doctor Strange, and it just was confirmed that they've written out Doctor Strange. He wasn't stuck. He wasn't stuck because of COVID. He wasn't stuck in some airplane. They wrote him out of the show.
LDG. Stop talking, man. I feel a relapse coming.
Yeah, for real.
It's coming. Oh my God.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
People at the panel, sir.
What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
What happened?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't know what's wrong with me. What did I do?
We talk about WandaVision, boy, you lose your shit.
Yeah, always.
Anyway. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy JJ. You find me a little bit of everywhere, a lot of nowhere. You can find me Sundays on Chris Knight's weekly wrap up. You can find me this Sunday and the upcoming Sundays until over with for the Bad Batch Roundtable. And then later on that night, this week is going to be Jackbox Game Night over on Han Star's channel, hosted by Chris Knight. Me and Chris are slightly taking over Han's channel, so come by and check it out every Sunday night at 11 p.m. Eastern. This week will be Jackbox Game Night. The following week will be Name That Tune. So come by and check it out and hang out. You might like it, you may not. Who knows? Mondays, normally you'll find me on my channel. I do my weekly live stream, randomness at its finest. Come by, check it out, like, share, subscribe, all the fun stuff that goes with it. Tuesday nights, you'll find me right here with these fine gentlemen on the Chaos List, simulcast over on Chaos Central's website, YouTube channel. And then finally back over on Chris's channel sometimes for the weekly rumble. Sometimes as a contestant or as a combatant, as I like to say, or sometimes I come in and he changes it up and I come in as a wild card. Great to see everyone. Let's have a great time.
Glad you can make it. And last but not least, Jason Lee Tucker was first time on the show last week. He's back again. Sir. Tell the people about your channel, sir.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Jason Lee Tucker. I got a YouTube channel named Jason Lee Tucker Statement. We talk about indie wrestling shows we go to, and also a little bit about pop culture and different things. Just starting out, so check the channel out, guys. Appreciate it.
Excellent, very much. You know, I'm looking at the chat and I'm like, everybody in the house, I want to say what's up to that's in here today. Drop Shop, Nasir, whatever. Sorry, I don't know why you changed your name, Flash, but okay. And then I see Elihu, and I'm like, oh yeah, somebody's missing. Fucking Elihu. What up, Eli? But what up, guys? Glad you can make it. Hit that like button if you haven't hit it already. You know the show, Chaos List, 3 topics, but I always have my honorable mentions. And I'm so glad Danny could have made it today. I really am. Because I would have hated to have to throw away this honorable mention till next week.
Oh God.
So, yeah, guys, I know.
I know where you're going, man. I know right away. Knowing you, I know right away where you're going.
So, honorable mention number 1. Do you think Danny was right when he said he needed a new yes man?
Someone's going to have to explain that question.
Well,
I was the one that started all of it.
Geishka has been Danny's yes man for a minute now, you know what I mean? Ever since he came on the stream and said, oh, Danny's my favorite on Storm's Live and blah, 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 blah. Then after that, I started noticing these everything Danny was doing, Geishka was doing. So I'm like, oh, really? All down to the point where Danny was fishing, Geishka went fishing.
I didn't go fishing. I took my kayak out, man.
You took your kayak out. Same thing.
You know, I think Geishka's playing the long game. You know what I mean? He's gotten his tees. He's playing the long game. He's being patient. And Danny, you better just watch your back. Because one day, bro, this guy right here, he's gonna have it all. I've seen it so many times before, man. This is picture perfect.
No, man, I ain't hating. I'm just saying. What's up, Shifty Gizm? That is correct, guys. Happy May the 4th day. You know what I mean? All you Star Wars fans out there. Big Star Wars fan as well. We've got a little topic on that too, I figure, so we get into some of that. Honorable mention number 2 is, if Geishka isn't a good yes man, then what the fuck is he good for?
Oh, wow.
Oh, hell.
Well, depends what you ask.
Well, I don't know. Since you've known him your whole life almost, why don't you tell us what he's good?
Am I feeling are these all yours, Anzo? Because I'm feeling a little aminosity here. Aminosity, whatever that word is. You know what I'm talking about?
Animosity.
Aminosity. Yeah, exactly.
That one he can't say.
Yeah, they're mine. But I was figured I was getting called out for having a Robzo. So I figured Danny needs to get called out for having a Geishka Danny or some shit. You know what I mean? I haven't come up with a name yet.
Danny?
Danny, there you go.
Geishka and I don't dress alike.
Nope.
Don't call each other for fashion tips and relation tips.
Nope. Well, I mean, I don't call for
I am not the Black Dr. Phil like you are.
Black Dr. Phil.
Damn,
I like this one. They started off on fire. I like this.
It's all good. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
It just goes to show. It just goes to show how far my influence goes. You know what I mean? So,
it goes very far. You're having a guy sell all his shit. All this freaking collectibles started to dress
I'm telling you, I totally tell you right now, if my business ever gets billionaire status, I would hire Geiskar to be that one guy that you don't notice, that is always looking at my back, watching my back, seeing what's going on. And he's like Reptile from Mortal Kombat. He's that secret character that if he comes out, shit's going down. Okay.
Thank you. That's right.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Honorable mention number 3.
Better not be
Number 3. Oh,
is
shit.
Chris Knight bringing back the Rumble because he can't stand the fact that I'm the first and greatest grand champion ever?
No, I'm not bringing back anything. It never went anywhere. It's just I now have time to get back to it. So to answer your question, you think you're all this in a bag of chips, but truth be told, I'm going to find somebody that's going to dethrone you. Yes, it's going to take a bit, but
it's all right.
No, Hey,
I'm up for
I
alternative.
want to share the wealth, and you got time to sit on that trophy for a while, because it's going to take a minute to get enough up there to even get to your level.
Yeah, hey, it's
You know,
been
every-
a
every-
while.
Ooh, stroke
Every
that.
single question so far, we might as well rename this Anzo's list.
Well, I'm just saying, this is what happens when you guys don't put no honorable mentions for me to
So-
do, and I have to think of them myself. You know what I mean?
So if Schindler's List was about a German who had a list
Oh, wow.
of Jews, what would Anzo's list have?
Our heads on a block. Did you see his background, for God's sakes? There's plenty more spikes left.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, don't let me win another one, because I'll be putting heads up on that motherfucker like crazy. Like, okay, Chris' head's here, Gaishka's head here, Danny's head's here.
You know,
Why
for
is
a
my head
person,
there?
for a person
You
that
got
doesn't,
that because of my show. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
For
I
a
know.
per-
I know.
for a person that
Yeah.
didn't like Game of Thrones, you know, he's really showing up that throne right there, right?
Yeah, that's not Game of Thrones. Is that Game of Thrones or is that that's Conan?
No, sir, that's Conan.
That's
It's
Conan.
Conan.
Yeah, Conan, the
I
original.
think it's
Game.
a mixture.
My
I think.
correction.
Yeah,
I think it's a
exactly.
mixture, though. I think it's a little of both of us.
It could be. It was a little one of those arts there or whatever. But yeah,
Conan
still
always had the
Conan.
throne that never had a back.
Still Conan on the throne. It's all good. Doesn't matter what throne it
Did
is.
that one?
I will
Did
be
that
on
one
it.
also with
It's Broman.
Which one?
you to get the Conan where he's sitting with his head on his chin on his head, fist, and he like you thinking.
Yeah, that's the one I have.
Yeah.
And it says heavy as
Yeah.
the
Yeah, that's the
That's
one
what
I
that
have.
says.
Yeah, hold on.
That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Isn't that one from the Destroyer though?
Yeah,
Conan the Destroyer?
At the
Second
end
one?
of Destroyer, yeah, King Conan.
Yeah.
You see it, Danny?
Yep. I see
He's
it.
driving. Okay. All right.
It's just
Yeah.
had to put some color on Conan, make him look good. You know what I mean?
Poor Danny's
okay.
driving, and you got Anzo saying, "Do you see this on your cell phone?" And the next thing you hear is,
Hey, if you win the second round, though,
"Yeah, I saw it."
What's that?
if you win the second
What's that?
round, though, you're gonna have some two girls and like poom poom stand on each side.
Yeah.
I will.
Have on the
Damn
bottom.
right.
The score for one.
Damn right I will. And not if I win the next one, Danny, when I win the next one. Like
Okay.
Oh shit.
that remains to be seen.
Yeah, you're absolutely when, because he's not winning the next one. Well, it is gonna be a long when.
Oh no. Next grand champion battle, whatever it is, I'm winning. So
No, you
it's
ain't.
all good.
Just
Yes,
zip
I
it up.
am.
No, you ain't.
You tell him, JJ.
Yes, I am. Topic number 1, guys. Is
Yeah, you should.
Wakanda really?
Yeah, that's what talk about that boy.
Yeah, you're lucky I'm still on the Phantom Zones. I didn't have them up yet, but talk again, JJ. Talk again.
Bow, wow, wow. Yippee-yo, yippee-yay.
Wow. Wow.
So topic number 1. Thanks to a newly released Marvel Studios Phase 4 Sizzler reveal, we now know that the upcoming Black Panther sequel will officially be titled Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Whilst the title itself does not seem to give much away, fans have begun to speculate over the design, with many believing that the silver chrome effect hints at the arrival of none other than Marvel supervillain and Fantastic Four arch enemy, Dr. Doom. Do you want to see Dr. Doom as the villain? Danny, go ahead.
Well, yeah, I want to see Dr. Doom as a villain. Either him or Namor, I take either one. They gotta do Doom right. The last time they did Doom, was damn gorilla shit. Can't do that again. They gotta get the right actor. They gotta get the right script, and I think he could kill it. So I am very excited. I would be very excited if they're to reveal later on this year or the first next year that the villain is Dr. Doom. Him or Namor, I'd be equally excited.
So let me ask you this: do you think that's what they're doing with that poster?
No, I think that's just people blowing. That's everything. Don't indicate that. That's just somebody. It's like somebody said the Great Jedi and it stick. They're trying to do this shit here with that. I don't think that. To me, it don't indicate one thing, nothing one way or the other. So until I see more, I'm not gonna go on just because they happen to color the words to Wakanda Forever silver.
Got you. Chris Knight?
Do I want to see him as a villain? Yes. I don't think he'll be the villain in Black Panther, unless it's something like an end credit scene. Because if he starts to kind of get to a place where maybe that could be one of the big bads, but he belongs to Fantastic Four. And like I said, if you watch the very end when it has that 4 on it, that is the Fantastic Four. So, I'm with Danny. I just think this is a style choice on the name. I don't think it's about him. I mean, could they do it? Sure, why not? I mean, it mixes things up. I don't know if or how often the two, or like Black Panther and Doom, went against each other. But I mean, if it's done right, I don't care. He's a part of the Marvel universe. I'll buy it if it's done right. But I think it'd be better as an end credit leading into something. And that's the last one they announced, isn't it? Oh, wait, Marvels was the next one, right?
Marvels, yeah, and I think the last one was the Fantastic Four.
Well, they didn't show it; they just showed the
4, yeah.
4, and I'm thinking that's what that means.
But
So
they've said that Fantastic Four is going to finish. It's going to be the movie and Phase 4.
Okay, cool. I would maybe do an end credit scene in Wakanda Forever. Have some sort of an appearance, like a full-on appearance in the Marvels, and then boom, have him in Fantastic Four.
Excellent. Gaishka.
Well, like I agree that I just think people are just making their own assumptions that because of how it looks. But then again, what is Wakanda known for? It's known for the vibranium, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's going to be something really about vibranium. Could it be, I don't know, the fact that there's people still wanting it because they know how precious the metal is and how indestructible it is? So could this be leading to someone collecting as much possible to make Doctor Doom's suit? Maybe, but I think most that it's going to be Namor. That's going to be either the villain or the person that's there, because they already hinted it in Endgame, right? Remember when they're in the hologram and they're all talking, and they were talking about earthquakes under the ocean, and then I think it was Black Widow says, "So what are you doing about it? How are you dealing with it? We deal with it by doing nothing. That's how we deal with it." So I have a feeling that was a hint towards him coming into the MCU. So I think it's going to be more his story with something else going on. Then again, right? We don't know. We're all speculating. It'll be great to see if one of us is right, but I think from what was hinted, it's going to be Namor and not Doctor Doom. But like, who knows? Maybe an end credit. That's about the vibranium in his suit. I don't know. So we'll wait and see.
Cool. LDG, what do you think? You're muted.
It's vibranium. I completely agree that silver you're looking at, it's not Doctor Doom. If you look at the font, you look at the detailing, that smells nothing of Doctor Doom, not even the slightest. That's got to be vibranium. If you look at the etches on the font and how defined the font is, that's completely Wakanda style. That font, the way the letters, the arches, the crosses come out of the words, the serifs, how the serifs, they all come out to like claws, and then the zigzags, which is, kind of, everything's sharp, everything's the theme of Wakanda, the Black Panther. It's just themed after that. And I believe the silver is just, like I said, it's just vibranium. Is it going to give us a hint of what the movie's going to be about? I have no clue. The word forever kind of hints that maybe there's something about the Fantastic Four in there, or it's just about some hard trial that Wakanda is going to have to face that gets wiped off the face of the planet, and they survive and, stand forever. Some kind of mass catastrophe or something is going to happen that threatens Wakanda to wipe it off the face of the planet.
Mm-hmm. All right, JJ?
To be completely honest, that image, when you showed it, was the first time I ever seen it.
Okay.
So it could be Doctor Doom. It could be something completely different. I was, at a quick glance, with my crappy eyesight, I was thinking maybe Bucky as a White Wolf.
Okay.
But I'm clueless at this point. I knew nothing about this. What I would personally want to see, I think it would be too early to introduce Doctor Doom at this point, because them showing the 4 at the end of this trailer, maybe we won't even see this movie until 2024, or late 23. But ain't no telling. It could go any way. It could be Killmonger. It could be someone else. It could be one of the girls. But as far as what you just showed, I don't have a clue. But I do agree with everybody else. It is vibranium, because they wouldn't show that and say Wakanda if vibranium wasn't involved.
And next up, Jason Lee.
Yeah, I'm sort of with everybody. I like to see Doctor Doom, but I think it's too early right now. Maybe an end credit scene, like Danny was saying, or Gaspar was saying. Set him up, but as the main villain, I was thinking Namor, but with the, I'm more, what are they going to do with the recasting the Black Panther and all that? How that's gonna, and also the Wakanda Forever, isn't that? I thought that was the name of the Disney Plus series they were talking about with, because aren't they coming out of Wakanda series for Disney Plus also?
I heard something like that, but I think it's the movie. I think Wakanda Forever is the movie.
Okay, yeah, I know, but I know when they first announced it, that name was mentioned. So I was like, wow, that's kind of weird that they used the name for the series they were gonna make also. So, like I said, it could be like even JJ said, the White Wolf. It could be anybody. I mean, it's really. I'm sure they've had to rewrite that script 2 or 3 or 4 times now. So who knows? I mean, it could be somebody off left field that we don't even know about. But
Yeah.
Now, if you take some of the words, you take some of the letters, if you look at them and the way they're arranged, you could spell Wanda Fever. This could be.
Oh my God!
I said it, guys.
I mean,
Relapse.
Mephisto might be.
Shut the fuck up.
I was about to say, I was like, damn, dude, you let me slide and you let that shit go? Oh, hell.
Caleb said, I think Namor will be the villain, me personally. And then they hint at Doom, but I think people are just making assumptions. I think so too. I think because even like Gaishka said at the end of Endgame, there was that water thing. So that could be a reference to Namor, a little secret there, so I'm not sure about that. Shifty Gizm said, I just want to know if Storm will be in the mix, as there was a lot of talk she would debut in Black Panther 2 before Bosman died. I'm not sure. Again, for me, I don't think the mutants will get introduced before they do an X-Men movie. Could be wrong. I think they should introduce them slowly into other movies, but I just don't know if that's what they're gonna do.
Can I say something else about that, Anzo?
Yeah, go ahead.
I hear a lot of people on the panel saying it's too soon for Doom. What they could do, Doom is a master tactician. You don't have to see him actually fight or whatever, but we can see him kind of behind the scenes manipulating like the multiverse, because as we all know, he's a genius level. And he is a master of super science, and he also dabbles in magic. So they can kind of show him and could tie him into on Doctor Strange turf. Doctor Strange kind of getting him on his radar, and then we also have him dabbling in the Wakanda, him trying to get the vibranium to make his suit. So they can show him not really fighting or anything, but just kind of putting the things together and behind the scenes, show him in his castle, in his labs, trying to do stuff, and then build up to that, and then whatever next movie or the Fantastic Four, that's when he can make his movie. So we don't have to see Doom coming out fighting and stuff like we see him do in the comic books and in the animated cartoons. We just kind of be like, we just see him in the lab plotting and planning and making movies like he's playing chess.
Okay, so my question would be this though: since we don't have an origins movie for Doom, wouldn't it be premature to have him in there? Unless Fantastic Four was a prequel?
We could show him in his castle in Latveria, or however you pronounce that. We could show all that, and then they could, while they're doing that, they could do flashbacks, him thinking of how he became that, or see him as a little boy and all that kind of stuff. But then go back between the flashbacks and then present day, and then see him plotting and planning to try to make his moves against Doctor Strange and also against the Wakandans. I think that would work.
Yeah, it might. I like I said, I just don't think they bring them in yet. You know, I think they'll bring him in a Fantastic Four movie. Maybe they could tease him, like you said, or something like that. I could understand that, but I don't think they bring him in. Memes of Destruction said, "What's up, guys? What's going on? How you doing?" Darren said, "Well, Wakanda should be flexing in the MCU right now since they were the only nation state to participate in the big battle in Endgame."
True.
Yeah, that is definitely true. He also
Also,
said, "Yeah,
a guy we haven't really mentioned is Zemo. What about Zemo? Because the Wakandans took him off at the end of Falcon and Winter Soldier. So
yeah, they took him to the raft."
but
So I think that was a setup for the Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts.
That's
Yeah, I was
yeah.
thinking that too, but I don't know. I'm not sure in the comics. Does he have anything to do with Black Panther or not? I just said if they throw something off left field on us, who knows? I didn't know if they was just trying to hit that.
That's the thing, not in the comics, right? But you know, if he gets broken out of the raft by General Ross or whoever, then the Wakandans will probably want to go after him as well. So
Exactly.
that could be an interesting plot point. Darren said, Namor was only a villain in his first appearance. Generally speaking, he's a protagonist. That is correct. He is a good guy. But they could still do that in the movie, you know, fight him as a bad guy, and then at the end he becomes good and they fight a big bad again. I'm just tired of seeing those type of movies where it's like, you know, they think a good guy's bad, they fight the good guy, and then the good guy ends up teaming up with them to fight a bad guy. But that's a trope that they could do. Zemo dance is better than Peter Parker's. I would have to agree with you on that.
Yeah.
All right, so we will get on to topic number 2. And topic number 2 is No Andrew. So one of the biggest rumors surrounding the Marvel Cinematic Universe right now, and more specifically upcoming Spider-Man sequel, Spider-Man No Way Home, is a previous iterations of the web slinger, namely Tobey Maguire and the Amazing Spider-Man's Andrew Garfield, will reprise their roles and assist Tom Holland's version of Peter Parker on a multiverse-related adventure. Well, despite various pieces of evidence to suggest that this will indeed be the case, Andrew Garfield has arrived to throw a bucket of water on the idea. When asked in an interview about the rumor, Garfield couldn't help but laugh at the idea that any answer he could give would ruin anything. He absolutely swears he's not returning in Spider-Man No Way Home. Do you think he's trolling? And would you be disappointed if he's not in it? Jason, start it off.
I believe he's trolling because I don't know if the pictures are correct. I've seen on the that he's been on the set, you know, where they the fittings, all that when they do the spider suit and all that. So I personally think he's trolling, you know, because they just don't want him to. He's trying to give anything away, but that's me.
I agree with you, JJ. JJ is not there. LDG.
I mean, what happened in the days of just saying no comment? If you're gonna go out and say, absolutely, I am not in it, like you know, hang a light on it with some concrete words, I would strongly lead to that he's not lying. Trolling is what frickin' what's his name did on WandaVision with the whole I'm acting with somebody I've wanted to act with forever. That was trolling. That was straight up effing trolling. Feige saying that there's going to be a link between that was effing trolling. But if you're distancing yourself and saying, listen, guys, says no, I'm not, like, hands down, not, because they're not going to say anything that ruins anything, right? So if I just think no, I don't think he's going to be in it. Whatever photos there are, I would want to like look at and question. You never know. But yeah, I don't think he's going to be in it because they're proving that they want to go in their own direction. They don't want to return to the past and do something new. So yeah, I don't think he's in it at all.
All right, JJ.
If he said it like that.
All right. I wasn't here. What was the topic again? Quickly.
The question was
Smith.
Andrew Garfield saying he's absolutely not in Spider-Man No Way Home. Do you think
Okay.
Do you think he's trolling? And if he's not, would you be disappointed if he's not in it?
Well, if they're bringing multiple Spider-Men back, it would be wrong for him not to be there. From the way this sounds, it sounds like he's trolling to me. Because, between him, McGuire, Holland, and whoever else they wanted to bring in, someone for Miles Morales, who knows? It would be, if he's not in it, it would have been a missed opportunity.
Got you. So you think he's trolling?
Yeah.
All right, Gaishka.
If they're going with the whole multiverse thing and he's not part of it, then it's going to be, they're going about it wrong, because the whole fact that the multiverse is bringing all the Spider-Mans in one place. Already I'm disappointed with what we got of Spider-Man so far. So if they go around that bout and he's not in it, I would be disappointed. So if they're going to do the whole multiverse, do it right, bring the Spider-Mans in the universe that we got into it. Hell, even bring the Venoms into it. That would even be even more interesting, right? Even if they bring the Venom from Spider-Man 3 and Tom Hardy's Venom, that would be kind of awesome as well. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on that. Yeah, I would be disappointed if he wasn't there.
Cool.
What if they do some kind of it's him but it's not him kind of scene?
Right.
They don't have to show his face kind of thing.
Yeah, I guess that'd be the cheap ass way of going about it, right? But I get what you're saying.
Danny, what do you think?
I definitely believe 1,000,000% that he is trolling. As you already know, I think he is the better Spider-Man out of the 3. That's subjective, but that's just my opinion. Hell, like they do with all these other comic book movies, I would even bring back Nicholas Hammond for being there for 2 seconds, just to bring back, give him a wink and nod, paying homage to the first live-action Spider-Man. I definitely think that he's trolling. I think the same way Kevin Feige and these different companies put these gag orders in place, they also give some of these actors that got diarrhea of the mouth things to say to try to throw people off the trail. So I definitely think that they got well-placed things that they're telling some of these actors and actresses to do and say, just to try to keep the intrigue going, try to keep stuff like this going. Hey, you see what such and such say? I would do it. I will show you it to my advantage. So things that I want to keep secret, okay, I'm gonna give them to sign that contract. You better not say nothing. And things that I think that might throw them off the trail or might give them something to talk about, I say, hey, you can say this. So I think he's definitely trolling. And if he is trolling, I'm definitely going to be disappointed because I want to see him as well as the others all come together in that movie.
Got you. And what did you say about him as Spider-Man, Danny?
I say that in my mind, he is a better Spider-Man. Not your mind, in my mind.
Yeah, I gotta give you ass a beating for that, bro. What the hell you talking about?
It's funny you play. Hey, it's funny you put that clip because in that clip, y'all see how everybody wanted to be like Pootie Tang. That's how Rob was be like Gonzo. So he paid homage to Rob. Good story, Lonzo. Good story.
Please let me handle this. Calm down. Now get back to your seat. I'll take care of this. Calm down. Calm down. Get a hold of yourself.
Doctor, you're one on the phone. Everything's gonna be all right. Please.
I love that movie.
Wow.
What the hell are you talking about, bro? Chris Knight, you're up. You're muted. Look
Yes,
at this.
the best way.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Hold on. I just
I rebuttal that.
There you go, LDG, just for you. I think that I feel like it's trolling. They have a really good idea. If they do the multiverse of madness with Doctor Strange, they should do it with the Spider-Verse. It's enough of its own thing. Sony would love to be able to have their own multiverse as long as they have the properties to do it. And if they start their own, they can move that over and they can do their own thing with it. I know they've already done it into the Spider-Verse. I know they've done that. But to do it live action, yes, Disney's a part of it, but it's theirs. Right now, anything Spider-Man belongs to them over Disney. So I would think this is a perfect opportunity to bring 3 Spider-Men back. Tobey Maguire for sure. Andrew Garfield, I didn't hate him. I just don't think he's the best. But I liked him. He wasn't bad. It wasn't like that. It's like they're very close to each other. I love Tom Holland too. I think they all have their unique take on the parts.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think I think he's trolling. But, you know, after WandaVision and after a lot of this other stuff, there's a big part of me that wonders if it isn't. If we're just buying into something that isn't really going to happen, and then we go watch it, and it's nothing like that. I mean, because they have... I won't say that the end of... I won't say the end of Falcon the Winter Soldier was a letdown. But there were some things in there I was going like, man, I wish they'd done a little more. But it wasn't as bad as WandaVision. I mean, because WandaVision really dropped the ball.
Sure does.
So maybe I'd love to see him. I hope it's trolling. But, man, after that, we're going to also have to see. If Black Widow comes out and it's good, maybe I have more hope. But it's been lackluster right now. I mean, I think the Falcon and Winter Soldier was a great series. But, I mean, I don't know. My mind's going like it could be either, but I would like to believe it's trolling. And that would go in, that would actually go really hand in hand with everything that these 3 actors have done during the filming of their individual movies. Tobey Maguire was very much a troller when he did it. Tom Holland has been known to let stuff out really all the time. And Andrew Garfield was known to troll people and make jokes about it when he was doing his movies. So it would play into the line of all of that and just continue maybe a tradition that they see. So
I'll say this. I heard there was actually pictures of him on set. You know what I mean?
I looked. Yeah, here, I'll show you the one that a lot of people are circulating, and I just looked at it and I don't buy it because it looks completely
Photoshop.
Yeah, and I'm trying to figure out. Hold on, let me do snipping. Do this. All right.
Yeah. Let me know when you have it up there. I personally think, like I said, I think he's probably trolling. But then again, you know, Marvel with their shit, man. It's like we had so many speculations for WandaVision and what WandaVision was going to be and what it was going to do. And we didn't get anything. So these are the type of things that Marvel would be like, yeah, go ahead. Just troll them. Tell them whatever you want to hear. So I don't know, man. I hope they do the multiverse route. And it kind of I'm not really sure it makes sense with the other 2 movies, though. You know what I mean? Where is it? Okay, Danny's back.
Now,
Hey,
this is small. Yeah.
they're looking for you.
Okay, this is small, but if you zoom in, you can see right here his face looks completely different. I think it's photoshopped.
Yeah, it's possibly Photoshop because even Spider-Man, he wouldn't be using that suit.
Yeah,
He'd be using the one Tony Stark made for him, right? The Iron suit.
No, he made his own. He made his own.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. He made his own at the end. That's correct.
They're looking for me.
Yeah,
They're coming to take you away.
Nobody
Sorry,
answered
man.
me in
What
there.
do you think?
well,
gotta
Mike
do it?
went to go take a bathroom break.
Okay. All right.
And
You got one more.
yeah, I do, and I'll let you go first on this one.
Okay.
But well, yeah, I'm pretty sure you can do it real quick. Just
Yeah,
let me set
I'll
the
make it quick. Yeah.
last topic up here is boom. Let's talk some Star Wars. Let's rank Star Wars movies from worst to best, and why is it your best, and why is it your worst, and how can Star Wars be fixed?
Woo.
Chris.
All right. The Rise of Skywalker last. Next one after that. Going to go. Phantom Menace. Then I'm going to go Force Awakens. Then I'm going to go Last Jedi. Actually, yeah, I'll do that. And then it's 5 more. So yeah.
Okay.
Clone, Return of the Jedi, Revenge of the Sith, Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back.
Cool.
And just what can save it, get back to stuff that people understand, not whatever they came up with. So, guys, thank you. Take it easy, all right?
Take care, Chris.
Peace out, Chris.
Be cool, Chris.
Next up is Mr. Danny Graham, seeing as if you're not muted. Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Are we counting Solo and other stuff too?
Yes.
Live action.
Only the live action movies.
And you said worst to best?
Yes.
I'm going to top of my head. The worst is definitely The Rise of Skywalker. Then The Last Jedi. Then Solo. Then the what was the first one of the last?
Force Awakens.
Force Awakens. Then what's the one that you don't like with I am the Force is blah 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 blah.
Oh, Rogue One.
Rogue One. Then I would go with Phantom Menace. Then I would go with the clone. No, I'm with the clone first, then Phantom Menace. Then I'm going with Star Wars. Then I'm going with Return of the Jedi. Then I'm going with Empire Strikes Back. And then my favorite one is Revenge of the Sith.
Okay. Good list. Good list. And how do you think Star Wars can be fixed?
They got to take Kathleen Kennedy all out of it and let Favreau and Filoni do their thing. And I would get away from the Jedi and focus more on the Sith.
Got you. All right. I know I should have made you guys told you guys gonna rank them, but I just thought of it last minute. Gaishka, you're up.
Okay. Worst would have to be Solo. Then would have to be.
Hold on. Sorry, Gaishka, before you go. Poe, thank you for the 99-cent super chat, brother. I appreciate it. Sorry about that. Go ahead, Gaishka.
Okay, I would have to say Solo as the worst. After that, The Last Jedi, Force Awakens, The Rise of Skywalker, Rogue One, Clone Wars, A New Hope, Revenge of the Sith, Return of the Jedi, Phantom Menace. Actually, no, Phantom Menace and Revenge of the Sith, switch those around, and Attack of the Clones and Empire Strikes Back.
Gotcha. Flash said Force Awakens, Return of the Jedi, Episode 1, Empire Strikes Back, Episode 4, Episode 2, Episode 3, Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker. What, Flash? You didn't know the names of those episodes? You know the names of Episode 1? You know Episode 4 or 2?
It's the Blu-ray with the purple color.
and Force Awakens as your number 1? Phantom's on your ass with that one. Next up is Jason.
I didn't say how they can fix it.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, how do you think they fix it, Gaishka?
Well, Dave Filoni and Favreau are doing a great job right now. I think they can continue doing that great job. Movie-wise, I think they should just step away from anything that has to do with Skywalker and relaunch a whole Old Republic universe and start from there, moving on to the future. But they have to step away from the Skywalker stuff right now for all the damage they're doing. They're going to touch it in their episodes. That's fine, but as a movie goes, I think you should just step back and just let people heal from that terrible experience.
I agree with you 100%. Next up, Jason Lee.
All right. The first would be Rise of Skywalker, Last Jedi, Solo, Phantom Menace, The Clone Wars, Force Awakens, Rogue One, Return of the Jedi, New Hope, Revenge of the Sith, and Empire.
All right, good list. And how do you think they could fix it?
Well, Kathleen Kennedy definitely needs to go. And before they start to do another trilogy, they need to have, if they're going to have a director, have the same director on all 3 films, where they know what's going on. You know, they don't do like the Rian Johnson thing where the second film throws everything off, and then the third one you just throw stuff against the wall to make, try to make a movie, which pretty much happened.
I agree. Shifty Gizm said Rise, The Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge, Solo, Rogue One, The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, Return of the Jedi, Star Wars, and Empire Strikes Back. Pretty good list. LDG, I know you're not a big Star Wars fan, so...
Well, I've actually seen the movies, but only 1 through 9. As far as Solo and the other ones that you guys keep talking about, I have no effing clue. So I'm just going to rank the 9 movies, starting with worst to best, right? Worst to best? Rise of Skywalker. Definitely, I hated Rise of Skywalker. Did not like what they did there whatsoever. So Rise of Skywalker, then it would have to be... see here, Rise of Skywalker, Attack of the Clones, The Last Jedi, Force Awakens, Phantom Menace, Revenge of the Sith, A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi.
Oh, Return of the Jedi is your number 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I like Return of the Jedi is still a classic, so it wouldn't be my number 1, but it is still a classic. And how do you think they could fix it? What's that? What are you gonna say?
You like Return of the Jedi better? I was asking, like Return of the Jedi better than Revenge of the Sith?
Who, me?
I like the original 3 better than the pre-sequel and the post-sequel. So maybe the order, they're very, very close, but yeah, that's what I would say. In order to fix Star Wars, there's only one true way of fixing Star Wars.
Project Prometheus.
Giving it to other people. that would help. That would definitely help. But yeah, I mean, giving it to somebody else and just hoping somebody else is no. The only thing that's going to fix Star Wars is the same thing that's going to fix Doctor Who. It's the same thing that's going to fix Star Trek. It's the same thing that's going to fix all the stuff that the Mortal Kombat now is on the frick. Oh god. Public domain. Public domain will fix Star Wars because we'll finally be able to get everyone's take on Star Wars, and we get to pick and choose what we like. That's the only way to get maximum diversity, have everybody be able to write their stories, and then whoever's the original license creator, they can back who they want to back, or get groups together of stories and put them together and do what they want to do. But public domain is the only thing that's going to 100% nip it in the bud. I don't want to take a risk on another single entity.
I can tell you how they can fix Doctor Who.
Cancel it and never show
cancel
it again.
Two thoughts in my-
You took the words right out of my mouth, Jose.
And JJ,
You know, some people are saying that about Star Wars right now too, Danny.
That is true.
Well, they can, but
they don't know what the fuck they.
I don't think Doctor Who is worth $4 billion.
Not after the last Doctor. Not after what Moffat left. After he left, they totally destroyed it.
JJ, you are up next, my friend.
All right, here we go. Worst to first. Here we go. The Last Jedi, Solo, Rise of Skywalker, Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Force Awakens, Rogue One, Attack of the. Oh damn! Never mind. I got Attack of the Clones twice. Shit. Anyway, all right. Okay, Return of the Jedi, A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Revenge of the Sith.
Boom, there you go, JJ.
Good list, good list. And how can they fix it in your eyes, JJ?
In my eyes, Kathleen needs to walk the fuck right on out, give Favreau the job, retcon the sequel trilogy, and try again.
Woo! Retcon. Woo! You're going like, damn.
That's kind of what Shiftygism is saying here. You know?
Wishful thinking.
I know, but that's the only way I see
I feel
it.
you. Believe me, I feel the
point.
same way. I feel the same way.
I'd run straight to the EU catalog and start the reading.
You know, after watching The Mandalorian, and it actually showing, it's not the best show on the internet, but it shows Favreau, at least with Filoni's help, knows what the fuck is going on. All right, give this man a movie and see what he can do. We've seen Iron Man. We've seen what he did with that. I haven't seen the re-releases of all the Disney movies he's done, but all in all, they don't look bad. You know, I don't know what the movies are like. I'm just saying, just looking at them, they don't look bad, and he don't overuse the CGI. Right. Only where necessary. Unless it's Jungle Book, of course. But yeah, Favreau, I think, could save the franchise. But also on the offhand, knowing that he don't really want the job, it's like damned if you do and damned if you don't. We're gonna lose Kennedy. That part's a given. But who's taking in? Someone could be worse than her or better than her. We don't know. I just wish it would be Filoni.
Just to add something that JJ said, like writers and stories, right? If they just took Timothy Zahns' ideas and his storytelling and put it into film, that would be epic.
I watched this guy on YouTube. His name's Darth Angelus. He is doing short 5 to 7 minute clips of that trilogy in his own type of computer animation. He's animating it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man, this shit looks good. It looks, for what it is, it's short, it's sweet, it's to the point, but it's good looking for what he's doing.
Send me the link in private chat. I'll check it out.
Yeah, man.
I agree with what Jason said. They need to keep the same directors on all three. If they're gonna do this trilogy format, that's gonna keep up with continuity, and it won't be jumping from this is Anzo vision, then Guy Scar vision, then my vision. They're gonna fuck it up. So pick one of us three and just write it out for the 3 sequels if they're gonna do it. And I would just cut that sequel crap altogether, a trilogy rather. Man, just do a good movie and jump. It ain't got to be the stories don't have to even connect, or they can connect vaguely. I would do something about the Sith way back when, and then you can jump and do something like when the Jedi first started. It don't have to be connective. So
100%.
I don't know.
I
don't know.
personally want them to stay with the trilogies. I just kind of like that format for Star Wars. Mine is when it comes to worst to best: Solo, Rogue One, Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker, Force Awakens, Attack of the Clones, Phantom Menace, Return of the Jedi, Star Wars, Revenge of the Sith, and Empire Strikes Back.
Okay.
Empire Strikes Back is still my number one Star Wars movie of all times. I just love it. Revenge of the Sith, I watched that just yesterday.
There's fire.
Still a good movie, man. I love
Yeah, it
that shit.
is.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm telling you, when I
action, the
went,
fighting.
I don't mean to cut you off, but when I was in the theater and when he put on that helmet and breathed for the first time, crowd went crazy.
Yep.
I
You
agree.
couldn't hear anything in the theater, and they stopped all the sound in the movie until that first breath, and then when that first breath came out, everybody was like applauding and shit. It was like crazy.
My only issue was the no. I didn't like the
James
no.
Earl Jones is no.
Yeah, I didn't like the no, but the breathing and stuff like that. We still got some time, so let's go around and what would you do if you had a chance to make the next Star Wars movies? Whatever you want. If you wanted to do a prequel or not a prequel, but a trilogy or just single movies, what would you want to do, Gaishka? What would you want to do?
I would definitely go Old Republic. Start off completely something hasn't been given. It has been given in games, in video games, and in novels, and it has a strong fan base behind it. So I would go there, start something fresh, bring in some characters, Darth Revan and Malik and those dark, those story characters, and give people, that storyline. And that's what I would do. I would stay away from the Skywalker series completely, like I said before, and let people come to terms with what happened, and give Dave Filoni and Favreau time to kind of retcon it, like the way they're doing with the Mandalorian and the so-called Skywalker series that we might be getting, as well as the Ahsoka series. I think that's the way they're gonna retcon what we got, but Disney's not gonna retcon it directly. Just give me another 3 movies. So that's their job. I think that's what they're doing. They're taking those pieces and making it make sense in a way, but that's as far as we're gonna get. But for me, it would be definitely an Old Republic storyline, and definitely a trilogy.
All right, Danny.
I would do a trilogy. Either I would do the Origins of the Light or the Origins of the Dark. I would get 3 iconic Jedi and tell their backstory, maybe like Yoda, Mace, Dooku. And then I would get maybe the Order of the Dark, like Darth Bane, Revan. What's the guy that trained Sidious? I can't think of his name.
Plagueis.
I would do the origin of those and how they came to power and the backstory and do all that. And then maybe somehow make it tie together, or make the origin of the dark stories tie together. And then the origin of the light, make those stories tie together. I would love to see the backstory on Yoda, where he came from when he was young, how he came to power. Also Mace, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, Yoda trained Dooku as well as Mace. So I would like to see all that.
Tim says he wants Darth Revan. This is the guy he wants right here.
Alrighty.
Yep.
Oh
yeah.
See, the issue with me is I wasn't into the EU stuff, right? So I don't know about Dark Raven and all that stuff. I'm pretty sure the stories were good. I just never.
Yeah. If we get a chance,
Hanzo, I know your taste. You would like it.
Yeah.
If it was presented to you in an animation or something like that, you would love it. And if you look at the cinematics for the Old Republic video game, just that movie cinematics, it's crazy how good it is.
Or if you don't want to read, you can get audiobooks, and they're just as good, man.
True.
Yep.
Well, maybe I'll check them out one day. You know what I mean? JJ, what do you think?
About what?
I was one that stepped away and was like, what?
It's all just beautiful noise to my ears.
Oh, it's so funny. I asked, what would you do if you had the reins? And they said you could do the next Star Wars. Would you do a trilogy? Would you do single movies? What way would you go?
You're damn right. I'd start with a trilogy. Let's go a little bit further back than what we already know. Let's go back to the beginning. Let's see how the Jedi and the Sith formed. How the animosities became. Let's go back to the beginning and tell an actual story instead of just, oh, well, they did this, they did that. Why? Because it's written in a book. Let's see it. Let's find out what's going on. Because that's what I've said. I'm not a book person.
Mm-hmm.
I like my media. Either I can play it, watch it, hear it. Give me the beginning. I want to see that.
I get you. So you would you stay away from this? Well, I'd probably be away from the Skywalkers, but I mean, you could always like put the Skywalkers in like history where it's their ancestors down the line. But I personally,
the Chiss people, Admiral Thrawn's people, the Chiss called Jedi Skywalker.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Yes.
Right.
So it can be mentioned, but it doesn't necessarily mean Skywalker blood. But who knows? But yeah, that's where I'd go with it.
Flash said they should do something with Star Killer. He's so cool, bro. I think Ishgar knows who I'm talking about. You think I don't know who the fuck Star Killer is? I know who Star Killer is.
That's a game, Flash.
Yes,
I
played the game,
Force
Flash.
Unleashed.
Yes, I played the game, which were amazing games, to be honest with you. I loved them.
Yes.
I never finished the second one, but the first one I played that one all the way through. I finished
Oh, the story's good.
I think that's kind of why I like Jedi Fallen Order, because it's got that Force Unleashed-esque feel to it. You got powers, you got a saber, you're fighting things, and I love it.
That's what I just downloaded on Xbox. I haven't played it yet, but it was on Game Pass. So I said, all right, let me download this and try it out. But I haven't played it yet. I haven't turned my Xbox on.
If you like the Force Unleashed, you'll like this. It's very simple, like that.
Cool. And LDG, you are up. What would you do if they gave you the reins for Star Wars? Would you do trilogies, single movies? Where would you go with the story? What do you think? What would you do? You are muted.
Again.
Wow.
Still muted. Muted.
Oh, got too many mute buttons.
Sape por español.
There's two things I would do. What would the story be about, and how I would produce it? First of all, how I would produce it, I wouldn't come out with just a movie. I'd start with a novel first and work my way up. And so when I get to the movie, it's nice and polished. It's edited. It's fixed. It's solid. I wouldn't just come out with a single movie right off the bat. What would the story be about? I would put the nail in the coffin with what's been made already. And basically, I would go with what George Lucas originally gave us, and I would take it instead of a galaxy far, what is it? Excuse me, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. I would base it on another galaxy far, far away right now.
Okay, so you would basically do it in this timeline, but a different galaxy?
This timeline and another galaxy far, far away. That way there's no completely separate galaxy. So there's no way I have to write anything that has anything to do with it, what's already been done. And it's right now, not a long time ago. So hopefully that would, set the stage for a whole new story to be told. And then it would eventually be a trilogy. I'm a fan of a trilogy. I love trilogies. I think Endgame should have been a trilogy. That's exactly how it would. But it would start with a novel. It would start with a book, and then like a book trilogy, and then work my way up like the way you're supposed to in literature, and not just come out with a movie.
All right. And Jason Lee, what would you do?
I would sort of do what like Gaskar and Danny said. I would go back to the beginning, but I wouldn't want to do a trilogy because a trilogy limits you to 3 movies. Because once you go back to the beginning, there's so like Darth Bane. You could do a movie just on Darth Bane, rather than all them. So putting just 3 movie trilogy, you're gonna confine yourself too much. So I would do individual movies, have them connected, but also. main thing, I'd have me a Dave Filoni or a Kevin Feige from the beginning to start off the story. The stories that we're gonna from one movie to the next. It ain't gonna be like this guy's doing this movie and this guy, so that everything flows. Continued universe. That'd be the main thing.
Gotcha.
And then, like I said, individual movies. We could do animated film. Could do animated with that. Animated shows and stuff, but have a continuous flow.
Got you. I would actually. Oh shit! Thanks for the $3, $4 super chat, Donnie. Donnie said Mace would do. Mace Windu would be fire. I'm just saying. Oh God, you and your Mace Windu. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind them doing single maybe origin stories of the characters. I don't mind that. You know what I mean? I just think Solo was a waste. I wasn't good. Could have been good, but it just wasn't. So I'm not against that. Even if you want to do the Solo ones and put them on Disney Plus, I would definitely be down for that. I think I would go a little bit different than you guys, and I would go like 100 years into the future, and I would start it off with be rebuilding the Jedis, fighting powerful Sith force or whatever. I would definitely get rid of the rule of two at that point, because you put 100 years into the future, you could say basically you could rewrite the mythology, and the rule of two is something that never really caught on with me, because I want to see a battle where like the last movie would be a battle would just be a ton of Sith, a ton of fucking Jedi. You know what I mean? Like kind of like what they did in Attack of the Clones, but it would just be Jedi and Sith, like whole battle, like a fucking 300 type of battle with a bunch of Jedi and Sith. That's what I would do. So I would go more into the future, but if I were to do it, it would either be into the future or the beginning, like you guys. I would totally stay away from the Skywalker saga right now, because at this point, it's a bad taste in people's mouth. You know what I mean? And if you want to do something close to that, then people are going to be like, well, this is not true, and this is that, and this is that. So you go 100 years into the future, and you can keep the lore, but you can also change things around because things change. You know what I mean? Maybe the Sith leader doesn't like the rule of two anymore and wants to have an army of Sith. You know what I mean? So stuff like that. So that's basically what I would do. I would definitely go into the future. I do want to see Star Wars get back to where it was. You know what I mean? Original trilogy was off the chains. I was a fan of the prequels. I know a lot of people didn't like them, and I know they're not perfect or anything, but I love them. You know what I mean? I still love them. It's just Disney Star Wars is just shit the fucking bag for me, man. Like everything. A lot of people say that Rogue One is the best one out of the Disney movies.
It is.
It is.
That 3 minutes. That 3 minutes alone, man, make it fire for me.
I cannot fucking stand that movie.
Which
can't.
One?
Rogue One.
It was good. I liked it.
The Darth Vader scene at the end makes it. It moves it up 2 or 3 spots.
Not for me. It's just one scene. Like it's just like saying that movie is like would be an endgame movie for me, like where I can just watch that scene, because the rest of the movie I hate the characters.
I've done it several times. Damn, I want to see Darth Vader get busy. I put on the last few minutes of the movie. Like, damn, that shit was fire.
I mean, it was all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because that's the only time we ever see Vader wreck shop.
And that's the only thing that's good about the movie. So for me, I can't sit there and be like, "Oh yeah, the movie was good."
So who was your worst movie?
Solo. Solo and then Rogue One.
So you like Rise of Skywalker better than Solo? No.
Yes. I can watch Rise of Skywalker. I can watch The Last Jedi, even though I hate them. I
done read the book on that.
I can watch all of those movies over Solo and Rogue One. The characters
my wife made me watch. We watched it like 3 weeks ago, Solo, and she's like, "I don't know why people hated this. It's not that bad." I'm like,
I want a divorce.
I was like,
no, guys,
out again.
Guys, listen. Solo really wasn't that bad, but it could have been a whole hell of a lot better.
And also to add to that, JJ, I agree with you. the whole downfall of what was it, the Last Jedi, right? The fans that were so pissed with that, a lot of them boycotted Solo because of that, right?
Right.
To kind of get back at Ryan Johnson and Kathleen Kennedy for that movie, right? So
Right.
that hurt it as well. If I truly believe if The Last Jedi was actually an amazing movie, and a lot of fans would have been behind it, Solo would have done as bad. It would have actually been, people would have been
but at the same time, so far after The Last Jedi, they should have moved Solo to December and give Ron Howard that much more time to work.
Right. Yeah, that's Kathleen Kennedy, right?
Yep. Yeah.
And you see, I'll go with this. Shifty Gizm said they should have cast Anthony Aguber or whatever the fuck his name is as Solo. He looks like Harrison Ford. That guy that played Harrison Ford was fucking garbage.
Terrible.
Mm.
I agree.
He was
100%.
absolutely garbage as Harrison Ford. That movie for me, it was like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't want to watch a fucking Harrison Ford movie where Star Wars, Han Solo movie where he's fucking trying to do a fucking heist and shit. Like, nah, man, this isn't for me. The way he gets his name, garbage.
Hey,
yeah, exactly.
Breaking news! Breaking news! Chris Knight just lost Star Wars Jeopardy dressed as Han
Michael
Solo.
T.
To Michael T.
Michael T. won, didn't he?
Yep.
Just to answer Poe in the chat, there was actually a lot of people that wanted to see a Solo movie, like to know the origins of Han Solo. It actually had traction. It's just they delivered very badly.
I heard that there was like a lot of people say that they didn't actually want a Solo movie. Personally, I know if it was done better, maybe people would have gravitated to it more. But it was just so. It made Lando a pansexual and all kinds of shit and all this fucking agenda crap in that movie. It just wasn't for me, man. Even seeing Darth Maul, that was a scene that was supposed to be like, oh yeah, Darth Maul. And I was like, they put Darth Maul in it.
I was like, that's all we got.
That Darth Maul scene was fire. You know it was.
It was good, Danny, because it was the best part of the movie. But they could have done so much more.
Phantom Zone.
No, I agree with him. I agree with him 100%.
I gave you money, Anzo, so that deserves Phantom Zone.
All right, I'll give him one for you.
Oh no, I don't need precedence for paying for Phantom Zones. No.
I'll give one. Here you go.
My God. Got to cross the fucking line.
Because then they start paying for Phantom Zones.
Oh my God!
Oh my Lord!
Oh, absolutely. If you want to pay for Phantom Zones, yeah, go right ahead, guys. I'm not particular. I'll take.
I won't ever get.
He don't discriminate. It doesn't matter what you look like.
Yeah, you're gonna get like $1,000 just to Phantom Zone me out for the entire show.
It doesn't matter if you're here or here and not really here.
You'll be back to back too. Phantom Zone LDG $5. I'm back. Phantom Zone LDG $5. The whole show.
Yeah, and if they give me $1,000, I won't actually keep you off the show. I'll have you in the backstage. I'll keep you backstage.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. You're so considerate. Thank you very much. You're thinking of my well-being. Thank you.
Always, brother. Gotta always look on it.
We've created a monster.
So, any last thoughts on Star Wars, guys?
May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you. With that being said, those were the last topics. It was a great show. I see Danny's over there watching some other shit. I'm pretty sure he's watching fucking Dark Council over there. What are you watching, Danny? Huh? What are you watching?
I'm talking to my daughter.
Oh, you're lucky. You are lucky.
I'm talking to my daughter. I don't get to talk to her much.
No, okay, it's fine. That's cool. I just thought you were over there watching some other shit. You know what I mean? Be like, this shit's boring. Let me go watch these guys.
No, bro.
With that being said, guys, we're gonna close it up. Me and Danny got another stream to go to, so we'll go around the panel so you can talk about your channels. We will go the opposite way, and I will let Jason Tucker start it off. Jason, tell the people about the channels.
Hello, I'm Jason Lee Tucker. My channel is Jason Lee Tucker Statement. We talk about indie wrestling and shows we go to, and pop culture and concerts. Just starting out, so we've got some new stuff coming up. So check it out on the channel, guys.
Jason, can I ask you a quick question about wrestling?
Yes.
I just tuned into this show, and I see now that it seems like the Undertaker is going around and they're trying to collect different memorabilia from the WWE to put to the Hall of Fame. Have you seen that show yet?
I haven't seen it. I really haven't watched the WWE since this whole pandemic. I really, right now we've just been doing like local indie wrestling and stuff. I watch a lot of AEW. I haven't really watched
I haven't
WWE
watched either. I used to be a big fan of wrestling.
Yeah,
but
I watch more AEW or NXT. I haven't even watched NXT that much as I used to. I used to go to NXT.
On AEW now, so
I used to go to NXT shows like 2 or 3 a month. But since the pandemic, I sort of it was sort of boring. Watching wrestling with nobody in the no stands. So I like going to shows. There's lots of indie shows around where I live, so I go to the shows and we promote the shows and stuff. And it's more, to me, it's more exciting than the big leagues. So,
I seen a video you posted where they put the guy through the glass window. I was like, oh shit, yeah, these guys don't play.
Yeah, those guys, they give their hearts and souls, man. They don't get hardly paid like these guys. The Undertaker, they get millions of dollars. These guys, $20, $40, man, and they go to, most of them go to the hospital every night. It's crazy. Yeah. They get the light bulbs and hit each other in the head. There was a casket match, match we went to the other day. All kind of TLC matches. There's one coming up with a TLC match. Guys are crazy, but they put on a good show.
Absolutely, they're trying to get noticed. You know what I mean? So they're going out and doing stuff.
That's like my guy I do the show with. He went to WrestleMania, and he paid like a couple $100 for nosebleed seats and they had everybody spread out. And he was like a couple people in cardboard cutouts, cardboard cutouts. And to me, that's just not no fun. If you don't have the crowd there, it's hard.
Same issue I have with basketball right now. You don't have the crowd there. It's just
any sport. It's how do you? It's hard to watch
basketball.
What's that, Danny?
It ain't hard to watch it. You sit down and watch it.
It's just not. It's the same without people cheering and the crowd in there. I agree.
Well, how's it you watch football? There ain't no people in the crowd either.
There was a few in some of them.
Also
basketball too.
I also miss seeing Drake on the sidelines. That's why.
Yeah. Oh no, it's not the same. It's not the same though. It's like hockey last year. Watching the hockey last year, it's like I didn't.
And even like I was saying, Don, even with football, I mean, I watch it because I love football. It's my favorite sport, but it still wasn't the same. Like I wasn't watching as much games as I did when they had the crowd. You know what I mean? It brings a different type of hype. So
I think the camera angles are more advantageous for football because when it shows the field,
you don't
actually see the fan. But in basketball, because they show it from the side view, when you don't see the fans in the that kind of brings your attention more to that. If they would change up the angle views, that would help it. Certain views how they do the basketball, you don't see the fans. I get what you're saying, but
no, I agree with you 100%. Maybe if they change the view or something, and then because you can tell like the crowd is coming through the speakers. You know what I mean? Like it's like, hey, crowd, and it just.
Even the players probably don't even give the full. You go out and play. They get paid.
What I was saying too. That's exactly what I said on Square One.
They get paid, but it's different.
But what that does, that make it more fair because you don't have the energy from your home crowd. It's your ass mano a mano against the team. So I think that's even more fair in the playoffs. When they was in the bubble, I think it was fair because now you don't have. Like if you happen to have the 4 games versus the 3 games, you don't have the energy of the crowd. And sometimes the crowd can put you back into a game.
Yeah, you can. But that's go ahead, LDG.
Well, you know how they can fake everything now. Like when you watch baseball, right? The advertisement that's right behind home plate, that's actually CGI. When you're watching football, the line is CGI. There's no real line of scrimmage there. And pretty soon they're just going to figure out, and I bet you they're doing it now, where they're going to CGI the god freaking fans into the damn show, and it's going to look like it's a jam-packed audience, but it's all CGI, and they'll be able to hit a button and make them, you know, do their woof woof and cheer and whatever, and it's just going to be all fake.
No, I agree with you. But what I was saying, I think what Jason was trying to say is, I don't feel like the players are giving their all. Yeah. You know what I mean? There are some players that are just there because they're getting paid. You know what I mean? And it's different when you're not playing in front of people. You know what I mean? You're not playing in front of a crowd, you know, and you get the flex and they're like, yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what they said in the beginning when they didn't want to play, right? When this whole thing started. But then when they said, I got to get paid, believe me, they don't give a shit if they're in the crowd or not right now. They just want their paycheck coming in every so often.
It's all about the money. It's not about the sport.
Oh, my Lord.
I'm just, you know, who didn't like LeBron? If you like him or not, you know, if you don't have anybody yelling at him, he's not going to play the same as he, you know, just by himself out there with the regular players.
Yeah, look, the Lakers are in 7th place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They ain't playing hard. They're just playing for their money. LDG, tell the people about your channel, sir.
What's going on, guys? Geeks Enjoy here. Hit me up for any computer support. You guys need help with the computers? I offer free tech support on Geeks Enjoy IT. That's Geeks Enjoy It. That's right. If you want it, I got it. I got to work on that. I like it.
Hold on.
You said that and my butt cheeks clumped up. I don't know.
What the hell?
Just went like, oh, I don't know, man. You were too excited when you said that. I don't know. Yeah, man.
How about we forget that and try again?
Yeah, I agree.
I got to talk to I got to talk to Oscillator and work on that one. Maybe I can slip it up. Never mind.
What I was going to say
what's
is,
up?
when you posted on Twitter about Geeks Enjoy, did you see my comment?
No, I didn't look. I missed it. What did you say? On one second.
Geeks Enjoy.
No. I'm looking. What did you say? I can't pull it up fast enough here.
Geeks Enjoy. What else? What do you think I would say?
Oh, Mendingo. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. By the way, guys, if you do follow me on Twitter, I did do a post. Geeks Enjoy, fill in the blank. Okay, there we go. I can see. Go ahead and fill that out because I'm going to be making an intro for Geeks Enjoy and all the appropriate, I should say, answers. I'm going to put that in an intro. So whatever you guys enjoy, whatever that you enjoy as a geek, give me a tweet, fill it under my profile. Let me know because I will be putting those together and compilating them together into a nice little intro there, a little intro section. Also follow me on Geeks Enjoy. Right now it's just Geeks Enjoy on YouTube, guys. I'm growing a new community here. Gonna have a new website. Following Geeks Enjoy Nerdotica, Geeks Enjoy live streams, and just regular plain old Geeks Enjoy. I'm gonna try not to make it too confusing, but I did want to separate it to try to work the algorithm and see what we can do with that. And appreciate that, guys. Live streams, watch parties, you name it, we do it. I'm gonna be on TWTG content here in about 30 minutes doing some Stargate watch parties. We got the last 3 episodes of season 1. Come join us, have some fun. And thanks for having me, guys. Rock and roll tonight. Good show tonight.
Excellent. And JJ, you are up. Tell the people about your channel, sir.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy JJ. You can find me a little bit everywhere and a lot of nowhere. For Sundays, you can find me in 3 places over on Chris Knight's channel. Then I'm going to be doing a live stream this Sunday, Bad Batch Roundtable, and over on Honstar's channel later on that evening. Monday nights, you'll find me on my channel. And let's see, Tuesday, you'll find me here and on Chaos Central's YouTube channel for the Chaos List. I love hanging out with these guys. Always have some great fun when we're here. And then last but not least, Thursday, back over on Chris Knight's channel on Thursdays. Thanks for having me on, Onzo. Great to see everyone.
Not a problem. Glad you can make it. Didn't think you were, but guess your Star Wars knowledge isn't that good.
Really?
Danny, tell the people about your channel, sir.
Damn, son.
Shots fired. Wow.
Yeah. I am Danny, AKA Comic Chat. I have a channel on YouTube. Also part of the Chaotic Conversation crew. Chaos crew. You know, several shows we have. Last night was my show, Chaotic Conversation. Tonight's, of course, Anzo's show. Tomorrow be Chris shows, the rule of three with a touch of Tabasco, or side of Tabasco, and then we're trying to re-energize our sports talk show called Square One on Saturdays. And of course, right now we're in between roundtables, which is fantastic. Finally have Sundays off, but yeah, I enjoyed it. I may try and watch the Bad Batch tonight. I don't know how my energy levels are going to be, but if not, I will definitely watch it before we set a time to discuss it. So thanks again for joining us.
No problem. Gaishka?
Well, basically everything that Danny just said about the Chaos crew, one of the fourth. You can find me on my channel for gaming clips, some reviews that I'm putting out. Trying to get out my shows soon, shortly, hopefully. And you can also find me on the OC and on the Game Changer tomorrow night at midnight, past midnight, right? 12:30, wasn't it? 12:30, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 12:30. So yeah, that's where you can find me. Again, Anzo, great show. Great to see everybody here.
Appreciate it. You guys know the channel, Big Afford Entertainment. Like they said, tomorrow night, the OOC, also with a side of Tabasco. And before we go, did anybody watch The Bad Batch yet?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I haven't.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think, Gaishka?
I liked it. I like what they're doing. I like how they're tying in with the timeline. It takes place right after Revenge of the Sith.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that they, anyways, watch it. It's great. I'm not going to give any spoilers. It's great.
It's all right. It's all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's all right. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. You know what? It's Dave Filoni, so he's helming it, so it's going to be good.
Excellent. And Jason, that's your YouTube channel you put in the chat.
Yes,
right?
yes.
All right. Yeah, that's it, guys. That's Jason's channel. Go sub to that. The rest of these guys are actually in the comment box. I'll be adding Jason to that just now. So for the next show, he will be in there. So if you haven't subbed to any of these guys, man, sub to these guys on the channel. We're all doing good work. I think, yeah, sub to everybody except Danny. That's all.
Wow. He's just shooting everywhere today, man. Wow. Dark shots.
Yeah, well, you know, it's that time of the month.
Danny,
So
what the hell did you do, bro?
I'm trying to figure it out, bro. Trying to figure it out.
No, it's not.
He's checking the notebook right now. What did I say?
It's going back.
What did I say?
It's not Danny. It's that time of the month, so I got to shoot my load somewhere. So I might as
No,
well
it's
shoot
because
it
he
on
took
this-
Guy's car. That's why he took his buddy. He took his best friend.
Yeah, you know, things did change after Gaskar said that.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
When
I noticed it.
What do
I
you
noticed
mean,
it.
your favorite. I brought you into this world.
We all
bitch.
noticed it.
I'm like, what the hell? God damn.
Well, mark my words. Gashka said he liked the Bad Batch. Danny's gonna like the Bad Batch.
And so will I probably. So will I probably.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm sure you like it, JJ, but you like almost all.
Well, we'll tune in and we will see whether or not Robzo likes it or not. Because whatever Anzo says, Robzo gonna fall right in suit with him.
I'm not even sure if he watched it yet, but we'll see. I won't say what I think about it until he says what he thinks about it.
Did you tell him what you're
It was mad.
Did you tell him what you're wearing today, Anzo, so that he matches you, or no?
Oh shit!
Shut the fuck up.
Now, we will be needing a new member of the Chaos crew.
Remember fire. Sun has opened up.
Something just suddenly opened up.
Great show, guys. With that being said, we're going to close it up, man. Much appreciated to everybody that was in the chat that came in. I do appreciate all the love and support. Hope you guys check us out on Rob's channel later on tonight, and then come check out the OOC tomorrow. I think we have some fire topics for tomorrow. Also with Game Changers, still haven't came up with a topic yet, but I'm pretty sure I'll have something. So much appreciated, guys. Peace.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist. And like that,